Can 6 Mile Bridge put titles back to back, or can O'Callaghan's Mills bridge a 56-year wait? These are the questions that will be answered here in Cusick Park this afternoon. Both sides out on the pitch. 6 Mile Bridge team in your photograph, bidding to retain their title, bidding for their 7th title in all. They won their first title in 1977 when they defeated the same club which were then known as Kilkishen, because they had the assistance of Michael O'Connor with them. O'Callaghan's Mills, who last won the title way back in 1937, they were defeated since in 54, then 77, 86 and 90, so they will be hoping to bridge that long gap this afternoon and bring the Canon Hamilton Trophy back to the parish of O'Callaghan's Mills. Eamon Wenger Healy, who won a senior championship with 6 Mile Bridge in 89, he then transferred to O'Callaghan's Mills, won Clare Cup medals in 90 and 91, transferred back to 6 Mile Bridge last year, and also won a senior championship. Sean Stack, still wearing that number 6 for 6 Mile Bridge, one of the great centre half-backs of modern day hurling, and now in the veteran stage, and he would dearly love to win another title. He has been part of all 6 Mile Bridge winning teams to date. And as the teams line up behind the Ennis brass band for the pre-match parade, 6 Mile Bridge led by their captain John Fletcher Chaplin, O'Callaghan's Mills led by Mike Deasy. I'll give you the line-outs. First, the O'Callaghan's Mills team. In goals, Peter Camedy. Right full-back, Martin Fleming. Full-back, Sean Heher. And left full-back, Ger Kenny. The half-back line, on the right, James O'Halloran. In the centre, Ger Maroney. And on the left, Mike Deasy, the captain of the side. Centre field, Brian Madden and Donald Cooney. The half-forward line, on the right, Tim Kenny. In the centre, Brendan McNamara. And on the left, Pat Donlan. The full-forward line, top of the right, P.J. O'Connell. Full-forward, Dermot Maroney. And top of the left, Brendan Noonan. And the 6 Mile Bridge team is as follows. In goals, David Fitzgerald. Right full-back, Michael O'Halloran. Wearing number 17, playing at full-back, will be John O'Connell. And at left corner-back, wearing number 3, will be Nola Gorman. Kieran O'Shea is not playing. The half-back line, on the right, Kevin McInerney. In the centre, Sean Stack. And on the left, Ian Mulready. Centre field, Noel Early and Christy Chaplin. The half-forward line, on the right, John Chaplin, the captain of the side. Centre forward, Flann Quilligan. And on the left, Pat Morey. Right full forward, Eamon Healy. Full forward, Jerry McInerney. And top of the left, Owen Kwan. Well, joining me here in the commentary position is the former great Clare star, Tommy Guilfoyle. Tommy, if you were a betting man, who would your money be on this afternoon?
Well, this morning when I saw the way the weather was, I felt sorry for both teams, but it seems to have dried up now. But if I was putting my money on, I'd put it on O'Callaghan's Mills. I think that if they can reproduce the form they showed against Clarecastle, they're in with a great chance. On the other hand, the Bridge have loads of experience and the occasion won't get them, so I'd imagine that if they're hurling us up to it, they'll be hard to beat too.
It looks as if 6 Mile Bridge will be playing from left to right in the first half, playing from the town goal, and whatever breeze is there will seem to be aiding the champions 6 Mile Bridge. The referee for this afternoon's game is Fergus O'Loughlin of Clarecastle, and today he will be refereeing his first senior hurling final. Number 7, Mike Deasy, the captain of the side. He now lives in 6 Mile Bridge, so whatever side wins the title, the cup will be going back to 6 Mile Bridge this evening. Martin Foxy Fleming, who has been in tremendous form so far this year, gave a real top-class performance in the semi-final against Wolf Tones and really saved the Mills bacon on that day. So the scene is set for what promises to be a most entertaining Clare Senior hurling final. Looking around, just before the start of the game, I see that there's a couple of changes. James O'Halloran has gone to right corner back for O'Callaghan's Mills. Foxy Fleming is in the left corner marking Eamon Healy. Ger Kenny is at right half back. And PJ O'Connell is at centre half forward, with Brendan McNamara on the edge of the square. So Fergus O'Loughlin checks, and the scene is set as the sun begins to break out and the game gets underway. It's Kevin McInerney first for 6 mile bridge, hooked by Tim Kenny. Tim loses the stick, tries to boot it upfield, comes very close to the touchline. PJ O'Connell tosses for it. In its centre half back Sean Stack, setting up an attack for 6 mile bridge, down towards the goals. Out comes Peter Carmody, gets it in front of Jerry McInerney, takes a very hefty knock off from Jerry McInerney. A very hefty frontal charge from McInerney as he came straight through on the keeper Peter Carmody. And the referee Fergus O'Loughlin has the notebook out. Peter Carmody has gone down injured. So the name of Jerry McInerney has gone into the book. Peter Carmody is still down injured as he receives attention in there from the mentors. It would certainly be a major blow to O'Callaghan's Mills if they were to lose their keeper after just 1 minute of play. So Peter Carmody is ready to resume his position, and the free out will be to O'Callaghan's Mills. Just over 2 minutes gone, but we've had very little play. Sean Hare will take the free from just inside the 14-metre line. Strikes a long one up the centre. Under it is Christy Chaplin. Ball breaks down towards Mike Deasy. First time's it out this side. Dermot Maroney gets a flick onto it. Tim Penny adds to it. Up into the corner. Out comes John O'Connell. Gets his clearance out into the centre of the field. John Chaplin in possession. Being pursued by Mike Deasy. Chaplin strikes it down goalwards. Oh, Healy is kept inside. Out comes the Peter Carmody. That was danger for a moment as Eamon Healy had crept inside the cover. And Healy can be so dangerous in situations like that. He accounted for 2-3 in the semi-final. This is Jerry McInerney. Nicely blocked down by the veteran of the O'Callaghan's Mill side, Sean Hare. And out comes Sean Hare. A hand pass out to the captain of the side, Mike Deasy. Changes the fence into attack. Swings it up into the corner. Brendan McNamara and John O'Connell. The referee has penalised the O'Callaghan's Mills man. And it's going to be a free out to 6 mile bridge. Brendan Noonan seems to be operating in the centre of the field for O'Callaghan's Mills. And Brian Madden is at right corner forward, or at right full forward. Brendan McNamara at full forward. Mike Deasy swings it out the far side. Racing onto it is Pat Dundon. Trying to gain possession. Flicked away from him. On towards Tim Penny. Tim flicks it in first time. Across comes Nola Gorman. Out to his 45 metre line. Kicks it out this side. Out towards Christy Chaplin. In comes Mike Deasy. Christy Chaplin gets a touch to it, but it's gone out over the touchline. It's going to be a sideline cut to O'Callaghan's Mills. Almost 4 minutes gone in this first half. No score in the game yet. And it'll be Mike Deasy to take the sideline cut. Halfway between his own 45 and 65. Mike Deasy stands well back. The ground is certainly cutting up very much. Cuts it in the centre, goes by PJ O'Connell. Pat Donnellan gains possession. Pat Donnellan cutting through, trying to pick out the unmarked Brian Madden outside, but he nips Nola Gorman. Pat Donnellan comes into challenge once again, but he nips Noel early for 6 mile bridge. Flicked away from him. PJ O'Connell goes first time. And Peter races after it, gains possession. Peter swings it in. Dangerous balls it drops inside. Brendan Noonan goes up for it, but it's flicked away from him by Michael O'Halloran. O'Halloran gets his clearance out into the centre of the field, goes off the hand of Christy Chaplin. Mike Deasy gets it out as far as Donald Cooney. Donald opening up the play, swinging it over towards the youngster of the side, Brian Madden. Has possession in front of Nola Gorman. Turns O'Gorman, looks goalwards, strikes it in. Dangerous ball as it's dropping inside. Backs and forwards go up for it. It bobbles around the square. It's flicked out by John O'Connell. It's gone out for a 65 to O'Callaghan's Mills. For the 65 to O'Callaghan's Mills, and it'll be Brian Madden wearing number 10 but playing in the right corner to take it. Miney looks goalwards. Striking into the breeze. Strikes it in goalwards. It seems to have a tail and it's turning to the left. Nicely kept in play by Brendan Noonan. Kevin McInerney gets it out a little. John O'Connell in possession, surrounded by 3 Mills players. Tim Kenny pulls hard, swings it over across, but it's Nola Gorman is there for 6 mile bridge. Nola Gorman's coming out. The referee has blown the whistle and he has penalised Brendan Noonan. So it's a free out to 6 mile bridge, and Nola Gorman was holding his shoulder as he went down and got attention there from Dr. Paddy Quinn. Noel had a problem earlier in the year with that shoulder also, and he seems to be going off the side, and I'm sure it'll be Kieran O'Shea who will come in to replace him. Kieran was listed at number 4, but we follow on the play. The ball drops down the centre. Jim Maroney hooked as he tries to get his shot in. This is Eamon Healy cutting through the centre. Still Eamon Healy, hooked by Donald Coley. Mike Deasy flicks it away from him. Deasy back covering back inside in his own full back line. Gets his clearance out, but Pat Morey is there onto it. Pat Donnellan comes in to challenge. Ball breaks towards Donald Cooney. Jerk Kenny went to pull first time, then decided to get it up, but the ball is taken away from him. John Maroney nips in. He's beaten to the ball by Pat Morey. Swung in across the middle. Pat Donnellan helping out in defence. Can't pick out a player with it, and they're surrounded by 3 6 Mile Bridge players. But the one that comes away with it is Peter O'Connell, known as Fingers. Peter tries to open up the play. It doesn't go where he had intended to. Michael O'Halloran was there. Kieran O'Shea is warming up on the touchline, ready to come in. Nicely held by Jerk Kenny. Kenny swings it upfield, up towards Bryony Madden. Has possession in front of Ian Mulready. Brian Madden goes by Ian Mulready, close to the touchline, cutting across in the centre. Still Brian Madden. All laid inside towards Brendan McNamara. Dangerous looking move here for O'Connell's Bills. Brendan McNamara with the shot. After just 8 minutes of play, O'Connell's Bills go into a 1-point lead. Paddy Meehan comes in and gives a slip of paper to the referee, Fergus O'Loughlin. That slip of paper is that Kieran O'Shea has come into the side, and straight away Kieran O'Shea has come in and bumped straight into Bryony Madden. And the referee, Fergus O'Loughlin, noticed this straight off and has come in and given a stern warning to the 6 Mile Bridgeman. David Fitzgerald with the puck out. Pucks along one down the middle. Mike Deasy wins it in the air. Flicks it on. Sean Stack and Peter O'Connell. He nips Noel Early to help. A difference of opinion going on between Sean Stack and Peter O'Connell. All sent down the centre. Frank Willigan in possession. Swings it in towards goals. Sean Herr and Johnny McInerney under it inside. Ball breaks out towards Eamon Healy. Healy strikes it in goalwards. It goes off one of the O'Connell's Mills players. I think he got it. Tip off Foxy Fleming. It's gone out for a 65. John Chaplin, who can be so accurate from long-range frees. Chaplin looks goalwards. He's aided by the breeze. The breeze has died a lot from what it was early in the day. That heavy rain has brought that breeze almost to a standstill as John Chaplin strikes it goalwards, but it says send it to the left and send it wide. The puck out by Peter Carmody. Drops it into the centre of the field. Dermot Maroney's under it. He's listed on the programme as number 15. He's wearing number 15 also. This is Glenn Quilligan. Quilligan strikes it goalwards, and that's the equaliser for 6 Mile Bridge. A point by Glenn Quilligan. For just over 10 minutes gone, the sides level at 1 point each. And these two sides last met in the final of 77. It was a very late mighty White Point who earned victory for 6 Mile Bridge and set them on their way to their first of their 6 titles. Peter Camely with the puck out. Drops it into the centre of the field. Donald Cooley pulls in the air with Noel Early. Pat Donnellan is also in there. So is Ian Mulready. Pat Morey flicks it on. It's gone out over the touchline. It's going to be a sideline cut to the Mills. The sun shining out now over Cusick Park, but as we said, the underfoot conditions are certainly very heavy indeed. And the sideline cut will be taken by Jerk Kenny, known as Badger, from just outside his own 65. Taking great care in teeing this one up. The sides level at 1 point each. A lowest one from Jerk Kenny. In towards Pat Donnellan. Donnellan gains possession. Surrounded by 2 6 Mile Bridge players. Trying to pick out an unmarked O'Callaghan's Mills player, but the ball breaks out to Frank Willigan. Willigan drops it down towards goal. Jerry McInerney and Sean Hare going to it. Jerry McInerney gains possession in front of Sean Hare. Swings it over across towards Eamon Healy. Eamon Healy and Foxy Fleming. Eamon Healy strikes forward, and that's the lead for 6 Mile Bridge. A point by Eamon Winger Healy. Healy looking dangerous in the early stages. 11 and a half minutes gone in this first half. 2 points to 1. Tommy, your impression of those first 11 minutes?
Took both sides a long while to settle down, but the Bridge seemed to have settled down a lot quicker now. Probably with the more experience maybe. And Eamon Healy's looking dangerous in the number 13 there.
The puck out drops into the centre of the field. 6 players under the dropping ball. The one who waits behind is Kevin McInerney. And passes it out to Rusty Chaplin. Hooked by Donald Cooney. In nips Sox McInerney again. Builds it down into the corner. Owen Kwan and James O'Halloran racing out to it. Owen Kwan gains possession, being closely pursued by James O'Halloran. Also coming in to challenge is Jerk Kenny, but it's still Owen Kwan busting through. Pursued all the way by James O'Halloran. Kwan lays it over across the middle. Well read by the captain of the side for O'Callaghan's Mills, Mike Deasy. Hooked as he tries to get his shot in. This is Pat Morley. Two loose bridge players. Drops it in towards goals. It goes over the heads of the backs and forwards. Back to the right and wide. So Peter Kilmurry to take the puck out. 2 points to 1. Coming up to the 13th minute of the first half. Very low scoring so far. Ball drops up the centre. Sean Stack wins it in the air. Ger Kenny pulls it at first time. PJ O'Connell puts it in nicely. A good early ball in. David Fitzgerald read it well. Comes off his line. We put under pressure by Brendan Noonan. Still David Fitzgerald gets his clearance out this side of the field. Gemma Maroney goes up for it. PJ O'Connell gains possession nicely. Nice go by Kevin McInerney. Still PJ O'Connell. And the referee has penalised the 6 Mile Bridge man, and he's awarding a free in to O'Callaghan's Mills. It's just outside the 6 Mile Bridge 45 and about a metre in from this touchline. Brian Madden coming across to take the free. And the ground cutting up very much. They're just about where Brian Madden is to take this free. Just outside the 45. So Brian Madden to take this free. Looks goalwards. Steadies himself. Brian Madden jabs it up. Strikes it in, but it hesitated and it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. That's the first wide that O'Callaghan's Mills have had in the game. We've gone over 14 minutes of the first half. Comes out to the edge of the parallelogram. Drills a long one straight up the centre. Frank Quilligan and John Maroney under it. Nicely held by Frank Quilligan. Cutting through the centre. This is range danger. And Quilligan bearing down and goal. A goal for Kilmurry. Frank Quilligan the scorer. Very good goal by Frank Quilligan. Grabbed the puck out and put through the Mills rear guard and stuck it in the back of the net. Probably a very good goal for 6 Mile Bridge.
It's supposed to be that Frank Quilligan is on top against John Maroney there. That was a great catch and a great strike in the conditions, and I think the Mills would have to watch Frank Quilligan. He's a very much underrated player, a great worker.
So 1 goal and 2 points for 6 Mile Bridge. 1 point for O'Callaghan's Mills. Puck out up the centre. John Maroney and Frank Quilligan, the two of them clash. All flies over towards the far side. Pat Morley in possession. Morley strikes it down this side of the field. Damon Healy first out it once again. Gains possession at the 45. Looks goalwards, turns and strikes and sends it straight over the bar. Damon Healy's second point of the game. So 6 Mile Bridge certainly getting on top at this stage. And they have now opened up a 5-point gap. Peter Kilmurry pucks it up that far side. Donald Cooney and Noel early under it. Ball breaks across the centre. PJ O'Connell has possession. Lays it over towards David Maroney. Trying to flick it in towards Tim Kenny. Ball breaks back again to PJ O'Connell. O'Connell strikes it in goalwards. And as that one goes in, it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. There's one of the 6 Mile Bridge players gone down injured. I think it's the right half-back, Kevin McInerney. He's lying prone on the flat of his back out on the 45. And it seems to be a shoulder injury he has picked up. So that would be a major blow to 6 Mile Bridge if they were to lose 2 players in the first 16 and a half minutes of play. Kevin McInerney back on his feet and ready to resume his position at right half back. As the puck out drops straight down the centre, Jim Maroney and Frank Quilligan under it. Frank Quilligan has gone to the ground injured. Ger Kenny gets his clearance. Up towards Brendan Noonan. Brendan Noonan gains possession on the 65. Nicely flicked away by Michael O'Halloran. In comes Mike Deasy into the equation. Lays it over to John Maroney. Took his eye off it at the vital moment. And in it's John Fletcher Chaplin. Chaplin drills the goalwards, but it's gone way off target. It's gone to the right and wide. And there's another 6 Mile Bridge player injured. Out on the 45. Frank Quilligan seems to have picked up a very nasty facial injury with blood streaming from his face. As the 6 Mile Bridge mentors and Dr. Pádraig Quinn go in to attend. Fergus O'Loughlin, the referee from Clarecastle, is also having a look. And it looks as if Frank Quilligan is coming off the side. Seemed to have picked up an injury there as that last high ball came downfield. And Frank Quilligan is leaving the field of play. So that's 2 6 Mile Bridge players who have gone off injured in this first half. Well, Tommy, Frank Quilligan seems to have gone off the side. He'd be certainly a major blow to 6 Mile Bridge.
Definitely, I think the 6 Mile Bridge had big plans around Frank Quilligan. They seemed to be putting the puck out there on top of him. I felt he was on top against John Maroney.
So it's a free to 6 Mile Bridge, and it's John Chaplin to take it. Owen Kwan seems to have come out as centre half forward. 6 Mile Bridge doesn't yet seem to have made a replacement for Frank Quilligan. Maybe with attention he'll be ready to resume as John Chaplin strikes it goalwards. But it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. The puck out by Peter Carmody. Drops up the centre. Donald Cooney and Noel Early clash in the air. Down towards Tim Kenny. Christy Chaplin flicked away by Dermot Maroney. In towards Brendan McNamara. Looked a bit casual, but gains possession. Surrounded by 2 6 Bridge players. Donald Cooney took his eye off at the vital moment. Still tussling for it with Christy Chaplin. In nips Pat Morey. Morey gains possession. Swings it over this side. Again trying to pick out Eamon Healy. Healy has possession in front of Foxy Fleming. Putting across the centre. Healy looks goalwards. Strikes it in. But that one has gone to the left and it's gone wide. And Danny Chaplin is coming into the 6 Mile Bridge side. His right thigh heavily bandaged. And he's coming into centre half forward. And Owen Kwan is reverting back into the left corner. 20 minutes gone in this first half. A couple of more switches on the O'Callaghan's Mill side. Foxy Fleming has gone to right corner back. Chuck Kenny is coming back into the left corner, and James O'Halloran is at right half back. And Pat Donovan is now operating at midfield. John Chaplin and Jim Maroney close to the touchline. Mike Casey stands his ground. Chaplin swings it in. Chuck Kenny is under the inside. Kenny wins the first tussle with Eamon Healy up the centre, but there's the experienced Sean Stack. Down towards John Chaplin, or Eamon Healy, holds left on lap, strikes it in, well saved inside by the keeper, Peter Carmody. Carmody gets his clearance, Brandon Maroney tussling for it, all breaks to Pat Morey. Morey swings it over across, again there's a loose 6 Mile Bridge player. Jeremy McInerney gets a touch to it, but it's cleared out by Mike Deasy. This is Sean Heher, very experienced, pull back to O'Callaghan's Mill, coming to his own 45. Into attack up towards Brendan Noonan, but Michael O'Halloran picks up the pieces and drills it downfield again. On towards Danny Chaplin. Danny Chaplin and Sean Hare tussling for it. Flicked on by John Chaplin, his brother. This is John Maroney, the O'Callaghan's Mill centre half-back. Swings it upfield. Brendan Noonan out first to it. Hare holds on to it. In it's Kevin McInerney. Makes a hefty challenge from Donald Cooney. Donald Cooney wins possession. Plays it out to PJ O'Connell. Strikes it in. Blocked inside by John O'Connell, but this is Dermot Maroney. Maroney looks goalwards, strikes it in, but it's a pretty harmless one indeed, and it's gone to the left and gone wide. Tommy 6 Mile, or O'Callaghan's Mill, very slow to settle.
Yeah, I think especially their backs, given the 6 Mile Bridge forwards the advantage of letting them out to the ball, and with the 6 Mile Bridge forwards being so good and so accurate, I think that could be fatal for O'Callaghan's Mill.
Pucks it down the centre, goes off the hand of Pat Donlan. The referee has penalised Danny Chaplin, awarding a free to O'Callaghan's Mills. Halfway between their own 45 and 65, and will be taken by the captain of the side, Mike Deasy. The two captains in direct opposition, John Chaplin playing at right half forward for 6 Mile Bridge, Mike Deasy playing at left half back for O'Callaghan's Mills. Mike Deasy strikes a long one upfield. Dermot Maroney under it. The experienced Kieran O'Shea is there, gets his clearance out. Close to that far touchline. Under it is James O'Halloran and Pat Morey. It's gone out over the sideline. It's going to be a sideline cut to O'Callaghan's Mills. A good crowd gathered into that far stand at the far side of the field. Almost 23 minutes gone in this first half. Very low scoring county final so far. James O'Halloran with a sideline cut. Donald Cooney gains possession, then loses it. Ball breaks back towards James O'Halloran. O'Halloran strikes it in the centre. Christy Chaplin. Owen Kwan and Martin Fleming, all stuck in the centre. Jerkenny this time way first out to it. A bit slow in getting it up. And in nips Eamon Healy. Very sloppy play there by the O'Callaghan's Mills backline. This is Foxy Fleming. Under pressure by John Chaplin. Locked down, but he gets it at the second attempt. It's gone over the touchline, a sideline cut to 6 Mile Bridge. Well, Tommy, a situation there for O'Callaghan's Mills certainly had the upper hand, and then very sloppy play giving it away to 6 Mile Bridge.
Yeah, the O'Callaghan's Mills backline seems to be very hesitant, and today there's no time for fancy hurling. I think their main objective should be to get the ball and clear it as fast as possible.
A sideline cut by Noel Early, swings it in the centre. Well read by Foxy Fleming, gets his clearance out the centre. Rusty Chaplin first onto it for 6 Mile Bridge. Fills it back into the corner. Goes off the hand of Martin Fleming. But Sean Hare had read the situation well. Goes by the challenge of Owen Kwan. Lays it out to the unmarked Foxy Fleming. Foxy sends a long clearance up that far side. Well held in the air by Kieran O'Shea. drills it down once again into the heart of the O'Callaghan's Mills defence. The ball breaks inside. It's his own quad. Eamon Healy's loose. Good challenge by Ger Kenny. And the referee has penalised Owen Kwan for holding on to the ball too long. But it was certainly a very dangerous situation as Owen Kwan crept inside. Eamon Healy had been loose in front of goals. Ger Kenny came in with the challenge. And Owen Kwan couldn't pick out the mark, or couldn't pick out Eamon Healy, and in the end he was penalised for over-carrying. So coming up to the 25th minute, the breeze stiffening a bit again. O'Callaghan's Mills playing against that strong, fairly stiffish breeze, trailing by 5 points. The puck out straight up the centre, 6 players under the dropping ball. Pat Donnan heads to it nicely in the air, in towards Dermot Maroney. Dermot Maroney and Kieran O'Shea. Dermot Maroney has possession, strikes it over across. Tim Kenny racing onto it, being pursued by Kevin McInerney. Tim Kenny drills it inside. Brendan Nolan tries to get a flick onto it. Out comes the keeper, David Fitzgerald. Has no trouble in dealing with that one. And strikes it down the middle. Down here under us there's a sub warming up for O'Callaghan's Mills. Flann Marsh seems to be coming into the action. He came in the semi-final against Wolf Towns and played a vital part in that victory. Pat Morley strikes it in the centre. Ger Kenny and Eamon Healy comes out to it. Christy Chaplin. Chaplin strikes a long one. Dangerous goal, and that's a very good score. A great run by Christy Chaplin. Struck it off his left hand side and struck it straight between the poles. So 6 clear points between the sides. And Flann Marsh, wearing number 17, is coming into the side. He came in at full forward in the semi-final. He's going up towards the full forward line, and I think it's Dermot Maroney is the one who's being replaced. The puck out up the centre, well held in the air by Sean Stagg. Sends it down this side. Mike DC all alone, great trouble in dealing with it. Not all alone any longer. In dips Peach O'Connell. O'Connell has possession. Christy Chaplin and Mike DC having a difference of opinion in the centre of the field. And the referee has blown the whistle, has had a word with Mike Deasy and Christy Chaplin. And I think Fergus O'Loughlin is going to throw in the ball just inside the 6 mile bridge 45. Pat Donnan and Kevin McInerney. In dips Sean Stagg. Comes into hefty challenge of Donald Cooney. Stagg gets it out towards Christy Chaplin. Chaplin drills it downfield, well read inside by Ger Kenny. And that seems to have been a good move by 6 mile by the O'Callaghan's Mills mentors. Ger Kenny has seemed to have tied up the danger that was being created by Eamon Healy. Fergus O'Loughlin there having a word with the substitute who committed the 6 mile bridge side, Danny Chaplin. Pat Donnan now has gone to full forward. Brendan McNamara centre half forward, and Peach O'Connell in the middle of the field. Ball drops up in towards the 20 metre line. Hard rolling. Ball drops inside. John O'Connell has gone to the ground. Number of players gathering around, and Fergus O'Loughlin says he's going to throw in the ball in, and it's Brendan McNamara and Kevin McInerney, the two in for the throw in. A lot of shouldering off the ball. Referee having a word with Pat Donnan and John O'Connell. Kevin McInerney gets it out a little. It's added to by Ian O'Reilly. John Maroney first onto it. O'Callaghan's Mills seem to be settling somewhat at the moment. Maroney fires it down towards goal, but it's gone to the right and gone wide. That's O'Callaghan's Mills' fourth wide of this first half. Over 28 minutes gone. O'Callaghan's Mills just having 1 point in that 28 minutes. That came the very first score of the game from Brendan McNamara. A long puck out, straight down the centre, one in the air by Ger Maroney. Noel Early strikes it in inside. Eamon Healy and Ger Kenny. Ger Kenny gets a vital nudge. Martin Fleming gets it out as far as the centre half back, Ger Maroney. Strikes it upfield. John O'Connell and Pat Donnan. Ball breaks out this side. Brendan McNamara and Michael Holland. Out comes Michael Holland with the ball, and a wild swing there by Ger Kenny. And it's going to be a free out to 6 mile bridge. A bit of needle, Tommy, creeping into the game.
Yeah, I think maybe it could do with conditions, but I think the 6 mile bridge have adopted the right tactics today, where they get the ball and they clear it first time directly. The Mills seems to be trying to set up the extra man, and it's not working today. That's all very well fine when it's going well for you, but I think that if the Mills adopt a more straightforward approach, they will serve better serve by it.
The referee, Fergus O'Loughlin, had the notebook out, and I think the name of Tim Kenny and John O'Connell went into that notebook. John O'Connell drills a long free down towards the Mills goal. Aidan Healy has possession. Healy looks forward. He tries to get his shot in. Peter Cameron gains possession. In goes Jerry McInerney, and the referee has penalised the 6 Mile Bridge man. And the referee, Fergus O'Loughlin, has the notebook out again. He's taking the name of the 6 Mile Bridge captain, John Chaplin. Seems to be for dissent. And there's a switch on the 6 Mile Bridge side. Jerry McInerney has come to centre half forward, and Danny Chaplin has gone into the edge of the square. We've gone over the 30 minutes. And the referee, I'd say, will add on time for stoppages. There was a number of hold-ups. As Nola Gorman was injured, so was Flank Quilligan. The puck out drops into the centre of the field. Hard pulling by PJ O'Connell. Tim Kenny gains possession. Lays it in inside. Sean Stack and Brendan McNamara. Sean Stack falls to the ground. The referee has penalised Brendan McNamara, and it's going to be a free to 6 Mile Bridge. So 1 goal and 4 points for 6 Mile Bridge. 1 point for O'Callaghan's Mills. 6 points the margin. John O'Connell with the free. Strikes a very long one. Oh, it comes softly upright and back into play, but Foxy Freeman was alert in front of goals and clears it out that far side. Racing onto it is James O'Halloran. Gains possession. Swings it out towards his own 45. Donald Cody goes by the challenge of Jerry McInerney, and Donald belts it upfield. Up towards Pat Donlan, half pulling by John O'Connell. John O'Connell swings it down first time. Mike Deasy first onto it, the play beginning to open up. Mike Deasy gains possession. Up towards PJ O'Connell, now operating in the centre of the field. Up to Brendan Noonan, nice control by Noonan. Swings it in across the centre. Ian Mulready and Briley Madden. Ian Mulready first onto it. Mulready swings it downfield. Mike Deasy is there all alone. He's not all alone any longer, but he gets his clearance up that far side. Kieran O'Shea first out to it. Goes by Donald Cody. Nicely hooked by Brendan McNamara, but it's still Kieran O'Shea. He's now past the centre of the field. Christy Chaplin being pursued by James O'Halloran. Still Christy Chaplin coming through. Christy Chaplin with the shot, and Christy Chaplin with the goal. That's Christy Chaplin's second point of the game, and putting 7 clear points between the sides. 1 goal and 5 points for 6 Mile Bridge, and 1 point for O'Callaghan's Mills. But I think, Tommy, that score was again an indication of the Mills having possession, trying to pick out a loose man, and the attack broke up.
Yeah, Brendan Noonan had a chance there. He took a shot across the field, or it should be going right into the square, and I think that Mills will have to change their game plan definitely for the second half. They'll have the advantage of the breeze, so I mean it would be stupid to be carrying the ball. They should let the ball do the work today.
And as the sides go in at half time, 6 Mile Bridge leading on the score of 1 goal and 5 points to O'Callaghan's Mills 1 point. 7 clear points between the sides, but as Tommy said, O'Callaghan's Mills will have the aid of the breeze in the second half. With me is 2 former Clare stars, John Minogue and Tommy Guilfoyle. Well, John, if I can go to you first. 6 Mile Bridge leading by 7 points, having played with the wind. They seem to be coasting coming up towards half time.
Yeah, I think they really adapted to the conditions way better. They kept it very, very wide up front. The Mills forwards seem to be stuck in groups at all stages, and fellas like PJ O'Connell and Brendan Mack are not getting any chance. Bridger on top of midfield, which is a great advantage, and Frank Quilligan's goal really put them in the driving seat. And I think if the Mills have to have any chance in the second half, they have to get a goal right after half time.
Well, Tommy, Frank Quilligan started in great fashion. Do you think his loss in the second half could have a bearing on the outcome of the game yet?
Yeah, as I said earlier on, I think the Bridge had a game plan around him. They seemed to be poking all the puck out on top of him, and he was being successful and he was breaking the ball, and it will be a big loss, but the Bridge have enough experienced players to get on without him. So I mean, I'd agree with John, like the Mills will have to get back into the game straight away. I think that they have to be a lot more direct. They have the breeze at their backs, and a goal wouldn't go straight for the Mills. They've all to play from the second half. I mean, the scoreline is 7 points, isn't a whole lot in hurling, so anything can happen.
Well, just coming the last 5 minutes of the first half, John, O'Callaghan's Mills seemed to settle somewhat, although they didn't get scores. Maybe they have been more relaxed for the second half now.
Yeah, they have their backs sort of came into it. I think the switching of the cornerbacks worked a lot for them. I think Jeremy Maroney has got on top of Danny Chaplin. Danny isn't as mobile as Frank Willigan was, and I don't see Danny going on 30 or 40 yard solo runs. They really, I think, have to come on top at midfield if they are to have a good chance. They have the wind behind them. 6 Mile Bridge, in a couple of games, we say in last year's county final, they were not good in the second half. Against Newmarket this year when they were leading by 9 points to 2. I think they only got 1 point. So I said the Mills will say that they have a good chance if they score early, but the Bridge are on top in most positions and it's very hard to see a change.
Well, if I can put you both on the spot, the prediction of the outcome, John?
Well, looking at the first half, one has to side with the Bridge.
Yeah,
Tommy?
I would have to agree with that. I sided with O'Callaghan's Mills before the game, but I think the 6 Mile Bridge have adopted better conditions, and I feel that the Mills players are a bit too cautious. Maybe they might be nervous in that, and I think 6 Mile Bridge will take advantage of that.
Well, thanks very much, lads. 30 minutes to decide who will take home the Canon Hamilton Trophy. So both teams out for the start of the second half. Everything in readiness. So O'Callaghan's Mills have P.J. O'Connell at full forward, Brendan McNamara at centre half forward, and Pat Donnan in the centre of the field. O'Callaghan's Mills first into the attack. Tim Kenny down towards P.J. O'Connell, gets possession, and then hooked off the ball by John O'Connell. The referee has penalised the 6 Mile Bridgeman, and he's awarding a free into O'Callaghan's Mills. So a free inside the first 20 seconds, and a chance for Brian Madden to narrow the gap somewhat. A fairly stiffish breeze now blowing in O'Callaghan's Mills' favour. 30 metres out from goal, slightly to the right. It should be an easy one for Brian Madden. Jabs it up and strikes it straight between the poles. So O'Callaghan's Mills get the opening score of the second half. A fight for a free by Brian Madden. So 1 goal and 5 points now for 6 Mile Bridge. 2 points for O'Callaghan's Mills. As David Fitzgerald prepares to take the puck out. Standing well back. It'll be interesting to see the length of this one. It will give us an indication of how stiff that breeze is. It's a long one. Drops down to the O'Callaghan's Mills 65. One there by Donald Coney. Sean Stack gets it out a little. Owen Kwan and Martin Fleming. It's gone out over the touchline. It's going to be a sideline cut to 6 Mile Bridge. It'll be taken by Rusty Chaplin. The ground now in very bad condition indeed. And one would think that maybe the county board would have to readjust their fixtures for next year and try and get a county final over before the first week of October. John Maroney strikes it downfield. Kevin McInerney gets his clearance out towards Pat Morey, fouled by Donald Coney. A free to 6 Mile Bridge. John O'Connell coming out from fullback to take the free. It's certainly a long distance for a fullback to come out into the opposition half to take the free. But John, of course, a great long-range striker. And Sean Stack going back to mind the house. John O'Connell strikes the goalwards and sends it straight over the bar. John O'Connell point of the game. So it's 1 point, 1 goal and 6 points for 6 Mile Bridge, 2 points for O'Callaghan's Mills, and Peter Camry with the puck out. This one is not as long as James Fitzgerald's against the breeze. Ryan Madden can't hold on to it. Rusty Chaplin without a hurley. In hits Pat Morey, strikes it upfield. Jerry McInerney and Sean Hare coming out for it. Was there a nudge from Sean Hare? The referee waits on the play. Sean Hare gets his 10, drops it into the centre of the field. Ian Mulready all alone. Landmass coming to challenge. Goes by Donald Coney, still Ian Mulready. The hand pass was meant for Pat Morey, but it was well right by John Maroney. Gets his 10s into the centre of the field. Well held by Brendan McNamara. Brendan McNamara strikes it downfield. Ball drops inside. Michael Holland gets a touch for it. Out comes John O'Connell. Nice away from his first cousin PJ. And gets a long clearance up that far side. It was well read by Mike Deasy. Mike Deasy coming across the centre, being pursued by John Chaplin. Mike Deasy, the hand pass over to John Maroney. Maroney drills a low one down into the forwards. Goes off the stick of Brendan McNamara. Flan marches possession. Flan turns and strikes it in toward goals, but it's gone to the right and gone wide. So the score still remains 1 goal and 6 points for 6 Mile Bridge, 2 points for O'Callaghan's Mills. There's a switch in the 6 Mile Bridge team. John Chaplin, I thought for a moment, was going to right corner forward, and Eamon Healy coming out, but John Chaplin has stayed where he is. This is no early for 6 Mile Bridge. Soloing in the centre. Knocked away from him by Pat Donlan. In nips John Maroney. Maroney strikes it downfield. Down towards Brendan Noonan. Across goes the experienced Sean Stack. And then to the challenge of Tim Kenny. But gets a long turns upfield. Batted down the air by Mike Deasy. Batted in by Noel Early. Out comes Ger Kenny. Strikes it down the middle. Goes off the hand of Brendan McNamara. In nips Riley Madden. Riley crossing the 6 Mile Bridge 65. Being pursued by Christy Chaplin. Still Brian Madden. Takes it back. It was meant for Donald Cooney. Went over his head. Builds again with a lot of short passing. This is Pat Donlan in possession. And 4 players have touched the ball and they haven't gone past 20 metres. Brendan McNamara, nice one inside. But it was half blocked down. And it was cleared away for 6 Mile Bridge. Danny Chaplin gets a flick onto it. Noel Early races on. Bit of trouble in getting it up. Being put under pressure by Mike Deasy. Brendan McNamara can't hold on to possession. 4 players tussling for it. Brendan McNamara flicks it away over towards Mike Deasy. Deasy gets it by Kevin McInerney. Still Mike Deasy, very close to the touchline. Deasy studies. Strikes it in goal was. Ball breaks inside. Peter O'Connell and John O'Connell. John O'Connell wins possession. Wins the challenge and clears it out over the far touchline. A sideline cut to O'Callaghan's Mills. Well, Tommy O'Callaghan's Mills putting on the pressure but failing to get scores.
Yeah, I think they've gone back into their short passing again. I think if the only way is to be direct. I think when Peter O'Connell has been starving there, he's too slow there. I think it's suiting John O'Connell. John O'Connell has asserted himself right for the word go up in the second half.
O'Callaghan's Mills had a sideline cut, but it was struck to a player too close, and the referee threw in the ball. It's gone all over the touchline, and this time it's going to be a sideline cut to 6 Mile Bridge. And it'll be Kevin McInerney to take it. A switch in the 6 Mile Bridge half forward line. John Chaplin is now at centre half forward, and Danny Chaplin is at right half. Here comes 6 Mile Bridge with Sean Stack. Stack drills a long one upfield. Sean Hare and Jerry McInerney comes out for it. McInerney picks out Eamon Healy, a good intelligent ball. Healy looks goalward, strikes it in inside. Owen Kwan and Martin Fleming tussling for it. Ball flicked across the goal. Owen Kwan. Ger Kenny is in there, gets it out. But Jerry McInerney coming through. And Peter Campbell saves it, and it's gone out for a 65. A 65 to 6 Mile Bridge. Danger in there towards the goals again, Tommy, for O'Callaghan's Mills.
Yeah, Jerry McInerney, while not getting on the ball, he's coming into the game a lot. He's bringing in other players. He got Eamon Healy there and on Kwan. Maybe it could have been a goal, but it was a let off for O'Callaghan's Mills.
So a 65 to 6 Mile Bridge. One of the O'Callaghan's Mills players has gone down injured in towards the goals. James O'Halloran, the right half back, he went off injured against Clarecastle with an ankle injury, but it seems to have been a head injury. He's picked up now at the moment, getting attention in there. And when play resumes, it'll be a 65 to 6 Mile Bridge. Mary Gallagher there giving attention to James O'Halloran, and he is ready to resume his position, and it'll be John O'Connell to take the 65. John looks goalward, strikes it in. This one seems to be curling, and it's gone to the right and gone wide. That's 5 wides that both sides have had in the game so far. Peter Carmody with the puck out. Under is Christy Chaplin. Ball breaks to Donald Cooney. Cooney strikes it goalwards. It looks a good one. Yes, it's right over the bar. Donald Cooney. Very good score from over 65 metres out with a heavy wet ball. So 1-6 to 3 points. 6 points separating the sides. Over 8 minutes gone in the second half. David Fitzgerald with the puck out. The breeze strengthening again. Puck out up the centre, but it's a good puck out from David Fitzgerald. Donald Cooley plays it over towards Tim Kenny, strikes it in field. Under Noonan, Michael O'Halloran, ball breaks inside. Peter Conley has position. Oh, look, it goes to Brendan McNamara. McNamara carrying through. A goal on. Oh, it strikes the upright. Peter Conley, a goal. Peter O'Connell finished it to the back of the net. It was a lovely work move. Peter O'Connell picked out Brendan McNamara. He struck it in. It came off the upright, but PJ O'Connell was following through to finish it to the net. So Tommy, that score should certainly bring O'Callaghan's Mills back into it.
Definitely, I think the early ball in the PJ O'Connell was the one. He's very quick, he's very fast, and there'll be someone breaking off the whole time. I think that's the Mills' best way of getting scores. Hit the ball fast.
Mike Easy in position. Blocked by Christy Chaplin. Goes off the hand of John Maroney. Maroney gains position. Builds it down towards the goals. Brendan Noonan and Michael Hollerton tossing for it. Brendan Noonan lays it over to Pat Donlan. It was intended for Brendan McNamara. Gets as far as him. Flanmarsh can't hold on to it. Noel Early. Or it's Michael Hollerton coming out of defence. He's fouled and there's a free out to 6 Mile Bridge. So 1 goal and 6 points for 6 Mile Bridge. 1 goal and 3 for O'Callaghan's Mills. And John O'Connell coming out to take the free outside his own 45. So now there's only 3 points between the sides. Coming up to the 10th minute. John O'Connell with the free. The wind holds it in the air. John Chaplin gets a touch to it. This is Danny Chaplin. Strikes it in inside. Ball breaks inside. Eamon Healy, the one that finished it. As the ball broke inside, Eamon Healy crept inside the cover and gave Peter Cameron no chance. So now we have 6 points between the sides again. Tommy, a great psychological boost for 6 Mile Bridge after that goal by PJ O'Connell.
Yeah, I think that's a disastrous for the Mills there. I mean, they were just getting back into the game, and now they're 6, instead of being 3 points down, they're 6 points down again, and they have it all to do again.
This is Sean Stack soloing out of defence. Being pursued by Tim Kenny. Still Sean Stack strikes it up the middle. Swung over across this side. Martin Fleming first out to it. Goes by Pat Morey. Swings it down the centre. Brendan McNamara gets the McNamara looks forward, strikes it in, and that's gone straight over the crossbar. Brendan McNamara's second point of the game. The play now beginning to swing from end to end. The rain starting to come down again. A puck out up the centre. Mike Deasy has possession. Mills certainly coming into around their half-back line in midfield. Flanmarsh races onto it, can't hold onto it. Cut out into the centre of the field. Race on between James O'Halloran and Pat Morey. O'Halloran wins the race. Solos downfield. Strikes it in goal. Rolls a great ball inside. Brendan Noonan has possession. A chance of a score. And Brendan Noonan turns and gets the point. Brendan Noonan's first point of the game. So now it's down to 4 points. 2-6 to 1-5. And the play has certainly opened up. Swinging from end to end. Just over 12 minutes gone in this second half. So 4 points separating the sides. With over 12 minutes gone in the second half. A long puck out up the centre. Donald Coney gets a stick to it. First time out by John Maroney. Landmark racing onto it. Then strikes it in inside. Goes off the stick of PJ O'Connell. John O'Connell is also back in there. Brendan McNamara just outside PJ O'Connell. PJ O'Connell gains possession nicely. Tries to turn inside. Lays it over across. Racing onto it is Tim Kenny. Can he get there ahead of Kevin McInerney? Strikes it in goalwards. But it goes harmlessly over the end line and wide. It's a very long one. Down the centre. John Maroney gets a stick to it. Can't hold on to it. Pat Donlan has possession. Soloing across this side. Down towards Landmark. Hard pulling under the dropping ball. Ryan Madden and Ian Mulready tussle for it. Ryan Madden gets a stick to it. Racing back is Kieran O'Shea. Nice hurling by Brian Madden. Strikes it in towards PJ O'Connell. Has possession in front of John O'Connell. PJ O'Connell racing through. Takes a shot inside. Well saved by David Fitzgerald. He sends it out for a 65. Well, Tommy, the Mills certainly coming much into the game. The forwards opening up the play.
Yeah, I think they're benefiting from the early ball now. I think in the likes of John O'Connell and Kieran O'Shea are being put under a lot more pressure. The old saying, if we get enough of the ball in there, we'll get scores, and definitely it's falling that way now for the Mills. And I just hope they keep it up and they can take advantage of it.
So it's 65 for O'Callaghan's Mills. And if Brian Madden could convert this one, there'd be just 3 points between the sides with 16 minutes left in the game. Brian Madden looks goalwards, jabs it up, strikes it in. But it's gone to the right and it's gone wide. So still 4 points between the sides. That's O'Callaghan's Mills' 7th wide of the game. And the breeze is really getting very, very strong indeed. David Fitzgerald to take the puck out, but he's getting great distance into the puck outs against that strong wind. This one is very high. The wind holds it a bit, but it goes past the centre of the field. Pat Donlan wins it in the air. Pat Donlan gains possession, but he loses out to Noel Early. Early strikes it in goalwards. Nice one laid on the pet of Pat Morley. Tries to go by James O'Halloran. Still Pat Morley. Nicely robbed by James O'Halloran. Sean Hare comes into challenge. Himself and Jerry McInerney. McInerney gains possession. Soloing through. Confronted by John Maroney, but Jerry McInerney gets the point. So that's putting 5 points between the sides again. 2 goals and 7 points for 6 Mile Bridge. 1-5 for O'Callaghan's Mills. Tim Kenny gone to the ground injured. Mary Geller coming into it interim, so also is the Red Cross and team selector Joe Cooney. So Tommy, 5 points still separating the sides, but that's a very strong breeze indeed.
It is, yeah. Actually, he's lifted it stronger than it was in the first half, and the Mills now have all the advantages going for them. But in saying that, I think 6 Mile Bridge have experienced enough to come to terms with the breeze and the Mills, and it's going to make for a very interesting final 15 minutes.
So Tim Kenny is ready to resume his position as referee Fergus O'Loughlin goes upfield, and I think he will throw in the ball as the rain starts to come down here again in Cusick Park. Mike Deasy wins it, out a little, out towards Tim Kenny. Kenny gains possession, swings it downfield. Kieran O'Shea first out to it, goes off his fingertips, but O'Shea follows through, gets it up as far as Noel Early all alone. Early strikes the goalwards. Dangerous ball as it drops inside in towards own Kwan. And Foxy Fleming is there, and he's hooked out over the end line, and it's going to be a 65 to 6 Mile Bridge. And John O'Connell is coming from the full back position once again to take the free, to take this 65. 5 points between the sides. John hooking into a stiff breeze, but I'm sure he certainly will have the distance. John O'Connell looks goalwards, strikes it upfield. The wind holds it in the air, drops inside. Eamon Healy pulls. It's cleared out by Sean Hare out of the danger area. And out goes the captain of the team, Mike Deasy. Loses his marker. Deasy showing great pace, soloing downfield. Strikes it, a quick one in towards the full forward line. Flanmarsh getting onto it. Michael O'Halloran hustling for it also. The ball breaks out to Sean Stack. Sean Stack is fouled. A free out to 6 Mile Bridge. And it'll be John O'Connell to take the free out. Coming outside his own 45. Strikes upfield, goes off the hand of Pat Donlan. Denny Chaplin coming in, tries to gain possession, can't hold on to it, flicks it back to Noel Early. Noel Early having difficulty in getting it up, being put under pressure by Pat Donlan. Early strikes it in. Martin Fleming under it with Owen Kwan. The ball breaks inside. Pat Morey racing through. Chance for 6 Mile Bridge, puts it across the face of the goal, but no one there. John Chaplin has possession, strikes it in and sends it to the right and wide. And Donald Cooney seems to be in some difficulty. Seems to be a very nasty hand injury he has picked up. And team coach and team manager Martin McHugh calling the attention of the Red Cross. And Flank Quilligan is coming back into the side with his head heavily bandaged. So that's 6 Mile Bridge's 3 subs that they have used at this stage. Donald Cooney has his left hand heavily bandaged, and he's coming back into the side. The puck out from Peter Carmody. Under it is Christy Chaplin. Pretended to pull first time, but then took it into his hand. Jer Kelly and Danny Chaplin tussling for it. Jer Kelly gets a flick away. Mike Deasy is also there to help. Deasy gains possession, being confronted by Flank Quilligan. Mike Deasy gets it out a little, but can't shake off the challenge of Flank Quilligan. Noel Early is also there to help for 6 Mile Bridge. Strikes it in towards goals, in towards Jerry McInerney and Sean Hare. The experienced Sean Hare is the one who flicks it away, but can't get it up. Foxy Fleming is back to cover. Gets his clearance very close to the far touchline. And it's gone off the fingertips of Noel Early. It's going to be a sideline cut to O'Callaghan's Mills. Just under 10 minutes left in the game. 6 Mile Bridge with a 5-point lead. Kieran O'Shea gets his clearance out. It's gone straight over the far touchline. A sideline cut to O'Callaghan's Mills. Mike Deasy to take the sideline cut. About 5 metres outside the 65. Mike Deasy cuts it in field. Goes off the hand of Kieran O'Shea. Ian Mulready is there. Tim Kenny blocks it. Michael O'Halloran comes in for 6 Mile Bridge. There seemed to be a third man tackle, but the referee weighs on the play. Out comes Michael O'Halloran. No early pulls. Mid toast Flan Quilligan. The referee has penalised Flanmarsh for chopping. So free to 6 Mile Bridge. And Sean Steck will take the free. 60 metres from his own goal. The sun breaking out again here over Cusick Park. Sean Steck with a long free upfield. Danny Chaplin grabs it in the air. Danny looks goalwards, half blocked down. In towards own Kwan and Foxy Fleming. James O'Halloran gets it out a little. Out comes John Maroney, being pursued by Flan Quilligan. Still John Maroney. The hand pass to Donald Cooney. Can't hold on to the first time. Then gains possession. Changes defence into attack. Down towards Tim Kenny. Kevin McInerney gets a touch to it. Out towards Ian Mulready. Over towards Noel Early, who's all alone. Sends it in towards John Chaplin. Out comes Jer Kenny. Good covering by the cornerback. Jer Kenny gains possession inside his own 45. Swings it down deep into the heart of the 6 Mile Bridge defence. I see Aidan Maroney warming up down under us. PJ O'Connell has possession outside the 45. Strikes it in. Brendan Noonan can't hold on to it. And away comes John O'Connell. It's the siege again. Up towards John Maroney and Flan Quilligan. John Maroney wins the challenge. Maroney soloing downfield. Drills it down towards goals. But it seems to have gone too far as Brendan McNamara was racing through. So Aidan Maroney is ready to come into the side, wearing number 16. He was a member of the Clare minor team this year. He's coming into a right half forward position, and I think it's Brendan Noonan is the one who's being replaced. And our Brian Madden is going into right corner forward. Flanmarsh is the one who's being replaced, and Brendan Noonan has gone to left corner. The puck out straight up the centre. 6 players under the dropping ball. John Maroney tussling for it with John Chaplin. John Maroney shot is blocked down. Maroney coming very much into the game in the second half. This is John Chaplin on the 45. Chaplin strikes it in goalwards. Sean Hare and Jerry McInerney, 2 very seasoned campaigners. James O'Halloran is also there to help. O'Halloran solos away with it. Shakes off the challenge of Owen Kwan. Clearance is a shortish one. Blocked by Christy Chaplin. Goes by the challenge of James O'Halloran. Still Christy Chaplin. Strikes it goalwards, but is sent it to the left and sent it wide. So the score remains 2-7 to 1-5. A quick puck out down that far side. Brendan Noonan and Michael O'Halloran tossing for it. Brendan Noonan has possession. Swings it in across. Dangerous ball as it drops inside. Brian Madden racing onto it just outside the 20-metre line. Who's got the ball by Kevin McInerney. But Brian Madden persisting. Brendan Noonan also coming in to help. But away comes Sean Stack. Toast to that far touchline. Boots it out. Mike Deasy first onto it. Mike Deasy and John Maroney really coming much into the game in the second half. It's still Mike Deasy showing the way to the forward. Solos through. Deasy flicks it in. And he sends it over the bar. A point for the captain of the side, Mike Deasy. So 4 points the margin once again. And Tommy, with 5 minutes left in it, do you think 6 Mile Bridge will hold on for victory?
They have the experience to do so, but the Mills to win, I think we need to get a goal and get it soon because there's about 4 minutes left. I think 4 or 5 points might be are too much for them to pull back by a point.
Flan Quilligan strikes it in goalwards. Oh, a great chance here for 6 Mile Bridge, and that, my friends, is that. The ball is finished to the back of the net. John Chaplin, the one that finished it, and that I think has sealed victory for 6 Mile Bridge. There's now 7 points between the sides. Puck out down the centre. Brendan McNamara tries to latch onto it. Seemed to be a high challenge there by Ian Mulready. Tim Kenny tries to flick it in. Kevin McInerney is there. A difference of opinion going on with some of the players. Brendan McNamara being spoken to, so also is Ian Mulready. 3-7 to 1-6, and it looks as if the Canon Hamilton Trophy is on its way back to 6 Mile Bridge. PJ O'Connell, a goal! PJ O'Connell's second goal of the game. So now it's back to 4 points again. 3.5 minutes left in the game. 3-7 to 2-6, 4 points between them. David Fitzgerald with the puck out. Pucks along well up the centre. Noel Early for 6 Mile Bridge. Strikes it down towards John Chaplin, who now seems to be operating at full forward. Chaplin strikes it goalwards, but it's gone to the left and gone wide. A quick puck out by Peter Carmody. Michael O'Halloran grabs it. In loses possession. Tim Kenny swings it across this side. Ian Mulready is there for 6 Mile Bridge, trying to shake off the challenge of Aidan Maroney. Ian Mulready strikes it out into the centre of the field. Pat Hanlon strikes it downfield. Dangerous ball as it drops inside. Brendan McNamara. Another chance here. Brendan McNamara. Oh, he has sent it to the left and wide. That was an open goal straight in front, and Brendan McNamara didn't connect properly. Then send it to the left and send it wide. A great chance there, Tommy, for O'Callaghan's Mills, but failed to put it away.
Definitely, it must be heartbreaking for Brendan Mac. I mean, his goal staring him in the face, he put it wide. I mean, no one goes out to do that intentionally. They must be killing him.
A puck out up the centre. Donald Cooney goes up for it. Cooney wins possession. The Mills putting on all the pressure. But 6 Mile Bridge seem to be able to get those vital scores at vital time. Sean Stack is fouled. A free to 6 Mile Bridge. From just inside the 6 Mile Bridge 65. 4 points separating the sides. My stopwatch says 28 minutes 25 seconds. Sean Stack strikes it up into the corner. Owen Kwan gets a hand to it, can't hold on to it. James O'Halloran can't hold on to it either. Flank Quilligan sends it across towards goals. Jem Maroney back covering. Maroney strikes it out into the centre of the field. Kevin McInerney and Tim Kenny tussling for it. Tim Kenny, the one who wins possession, strikes it over towards Bryony Madden. Bryony Madden, but Ian Mulready came in at a vital moment. Bryony Madden hooked off the ball by Top Crochet. Strikes it upfield. Jerry McInerney and Mike Deasy tussling for it. Mike Deasy again showing the way, but he's taken away from him by Jerry McInerney. Donald Cooney can't hold on to it. Pat Rory, Mike Deasy and Jerry McInerney having a bit of a disagreement as the ball goes in towards the O'Callaghan's Mills goal. Mike Deasy and Jerry McInerney still having words out around the centre. Pat Donlan for O'Callaghan's Mills drills it downfield, goes over the head of Sean Stack. Kieran Roche, get it away anywhere is the motto. Donald Cooney and Christy Chaplin tussling for it. In comes Aidan Maroney. Close to the touchline. James O'Halloran for O'Callaghan's Mills. Strikes it downfield. PJ O'Connell trying to shake off the challenge of John O'Connell. Kieran Roche there to help. Blocked down by Brendan Noonan. Brendan Noonan trying to go inside. Swings it over across, but it's Michael O'Halloran who's there in front of goals. Being confronted by Brendan McNamara. O'Halloran gets his clearance out. We're gone over the 30 minutes. And it looks as if 6 Mile Bridge are about to put 2 titles back to back. They did it in 83 and 84. It looks as if 92 and 93 will be the same. Tim Kenny strikes it in inside. Locked inside, and away comes the experienced Sean Stack. Drills it upfield, the walking wounded, Flank Quilligan. Pops it up the centre. James O'Halloran has possession, soloing out the field. Out down the centre. Strikes it down into the heart of the 6 Mile Bridge defence. Brian Madden has possession. Strikes it in high. But it's gone to the left and it's gone wide. O'Callaghan's Mills 11th wide of the game. Well, Tommy, certainly at this stage now with over 30 minutes gone, it looks as if 6 Mile Bridge will retain their title.
It looks like they're going to hold out now, but I mean, what would have happened if Brendan Mac had scored that goal? God only knows.
David Fitzgerald with the puck out. We're coming up to the 31st minute. All breaks inside. James O'Halloran gets a stick to it. Jerry McInerney tussling for it. McInerney gains possession. McGowan looks goalwards. Strikes it in. And McGowan sends it over the crossbar. Jerry McInerney, his second point of the game. A quick puck out down the centre. Ian Mulready comes away with it. The hand pass over towards Jerry McInerney. Donald Cooney comes in to challenge. Cleared away by Ian Mulready. Out comes Foxy Fleming. Gains possession. Strikes it downfield. Ryan Madden is under it. Gains possession. Madden strikes it into Brendan McNamara. Trying to take on Sean Stack. Goes by him. Plays it over to PJ O'Connell. PJ O'Connell busts inside. In towards Brendan Noonan. Noonan took his eye up at the vital moment. but he still gains possession, and the referee has penalised him for holding on to the ball too long. Certainly the Mills have had their chances, but have failed to put them away.
Definitely, that was another good goaling chance, and maybe Brendan Noonan was a bit casual. But if he had moved onto the ball a bit quicker and connected, there could have been a goal.
We've gone over 32 minutes. This could be the last puck of the game. The scoreboard reading 3 goals and 8 points to 2 goals and 6. 6 Mile Bridge about to claim their 7th county title. Their first was against Kilkishen in 77, and they seem to have kept up the hoodoo on the O'Callaghan's Mills club. And the referee blows the whistle. 6 Mile Bridge have retained their county title. As we said earlier, they put 2 titles back to back in 83 and 84. Well, they have done the same in 92 and 93. O'Callaghan's Mills players looking dejected. They've been through a very poor first half performance in which they only scored 1 point. The final score here in Cusick Park, 6 Mile Bridge 3 goals and 8 points. O'Callaghan's Mills 2 goals and 6.
I would like to compliment both teams, the Mills of 6 Mile Bridge, on surmounting the very poor conditions which existed here today in Cusick Park and giving us what was, in all the circumstances, a very satisfactory, a very fine and a very sporting game. Before I mention the victors, I would like to commiserate very much with O'Callaghan's Mills. It's a long time since they won a county final. They've come with a great tradition, but 1937 is a long, long time ago, and I hope that they will keep at it and come back again next year, and that Sean Maher, of course, will be with them. Having said that, to the victors go the laurels, as the old saying goes, and what can one say about the bridge, only that they are very, very worthy representatives of Clare Senior Hurling for 1993. They have won 6 or 7 titles since their first one in 1977. They won a Munster title in 1984, and I do hope, after the, I suppose, failure of last year that was kind of sad for them, that they will go on and not alone with the Munster this year, but also win that All-Ireland and bring it back to Clare for the first time. So now I have much pleasure in handing over the Hamilton Cup to John Chaplin, captain of the 6 Mile Bridge team. Brother Fathers, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great privilege when this go back to the bridge for second year winning. When we got together in March, we decided we had one gospel attempt when this go back to one man for, in respect to one man, David was here, come final last year. So at least we kept our word to bring the cup back. I say no more about that because I don't want to upset anyone on today that's in it. A lot of people said, great team or no team. But if this is a no team, I hope we're there to get next time. So there's 2 old men in order. 2 Sean Maher and Sean Stack. I would like to compliment the 2 and now standing displays both of the FL. I think there's no fear of the holding in the future anyway. We'd like to commiserate the O'Callaghan's Mills. We know we were in for a hard game of it. We didn't think it'd be this hard. We'd like to commiserate with them and give them a appreciate. That's it?
me is Jimmy Corrie, Vice Chairman of the 6 Mile Bridge Club, and goalkeeper David Fitzgerald. Jimmy, congratulations, the 7th title this evening to 6 Mile Bridge.
Thanks very much. Yeah, we're very delighted to win it. Particularly this year, because as you know, last year we had a terrible tragedy after the Munster final, and the lads set out this year that for the family and for the memory of Padraig Mack that they were going to do their endeavour best to win this championship, and that they've just done.
David, conditions weren't what one would have liked for hurling. Do you think did 6 Mile Bridge adapt to the conditions better than O'Callaghan's Mills, especially in the first half?
Well, it was difficult for both sides, alright. At the end it looked that way alright, that we adapted a small bit better. The Mills had a few lighter lads that they found going a bit tougher, you know, but overall it was very bad out there and very tough, you know.
Well, Jimmy, people are saying that some of these 6 Mile Bridge lads must be getting over the hill. Pat Morey, Fran Quilligan and Sean Stack are there since 77, but there seems to be still life left in them.
Well, to mention Sean Stack, we were talking yesterday inside at Clare FM, and I was asked what was his contribution to us over the years. And I said that all the championships we won, he had a big part to play in them. And it looked like that again out there today when the chips were really down. Sean Stack was just the sheer anchor, as you could see. Like, he kept the back line together and he cleared ball after ball in very dangerous situations. Pat Morey, very dedicated player. He might be getting a little bit short in foot, but he's still a great performer. And you also saw Flan Quilligan, who got a very bad injury early on. Most players that would get that injury wouldn't be seen in the field again, but he was back after being getting 6 stitches in his forehead. And he went out there on the closing stages and played his part. Those fellas, that's why we're so successful. We have people of the calibre of those. They blend in with the young fellas, and if they're a little bit short in foot, their hurling intelligence and skill will bring them through all the time.
Well, David, the Mills seem to be coming at you in droves there in the second half. You probably had a closer look even than where we had. There was a couple of very near misses there towards the finish.
Yeah, there was a few alright, and I think Bruno Mack down particular, he was very unlucky to tell you the truth. He kicked it, and sometimes it could go right for him and straight into the net, but it was just one of those days where it just skimmed the outside of the post, you know, and I think he was really unlucky, and if they had gone in, you know, it might have been a different story today, we don't know, you know, but he was very unlucky with that.
PJ O'Connell looked extremely dangerous too when he went to full forward in the second half.
Yeah, PJ's, I'd rate him as one of the best forwards we probably have in Clare, you know. He's fierce dangerous if he gets the ball, because he'll take on the defender the whole time. And he's, I tell you, John O'Connell did a good job, I feel, in him. But Peter was very dangerous the whole time, and if he got the ball, he was dangerous. And we were just glad that he didn't get too much of it, thanks be to God.
Well, after going almost all the way last year to win the Munster Club title, do you think that will last year stand to 6 Mile Bridge, and maybe they will be able to do this time?
Well, the defeat of last year is still in our minds, you know. So as a lot of other things last year, but we'll take it one step at a time as it comes, you know. Hopefully we'll go out there and do our best, and hopefully we can pull it off.
What would your impressions of going into Munster Club Championship be, Jimmy?
Well, you see, talking but for a moment about last year, you must realise that last year in the Munster Club final we were minus 2 key players. We had to play without Noel Gorman, who's injured there today, and Flan Quilligan. And even with all that, we were only beaten a goal, and unlucky to be beaten a goal. Now this year, we are fortunate enough to have the Waterford or Kerry champions at home in the semi-final. And if we get over that match, that's the first thing we'll think about. And then, going into a final, we have experience now. We have been beaten in 2 finals. Unluckily beaten last year and genuinely beaten the year 2 years before that. So if that should be a bit of experience for the lads, and they know what it's all about, and I'd be quite confident that we'll do well. And you can't say more than that.
Having that game at home, I presume that game will be in 6 Mile Bridge, because you catered very well last year for the Waterford champions.
It will. We're looking forward to that. Actually, that was a sport today to the lads when we heard the draw for the Munster Championship. We told them in training like that if they were successful here today, we'd have a big day at home. I think it's the 4th of November it's fixed for. So we're looking forward to that now, and we'll prepare well for it. And we have a lovely field down there and first-class facilities, and everybody that will come to see it will be entertained and enjoy it.
Well, Jimmy and David, we look forward to the Munster Club Championship. We wish you the very best of luck, and thanks for talking to us.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
So we leave you from Cusick Park. The Canon Hamilton Cup is on its way back to 6 Mile Bridge this evening, having put 2 titles back to back. The final score here from Cusick Park: 6 Mile Bridge 3 goals and 8 points, O'Callaghan's Mills 2 goals and 6.